Hi folks, I'm Bill from CoolPhotographyGear.com, and since Jobu Design introduced their new Killarney tripod, I've had a lot of questions, a lot of emails from customers asking us what's the difference between the Killarney tripod and the Algonquin tripod. So today we're going to do a side-by-side review to answer that question for you. So first thing you're going to notice when you unbox either tripod is that you get a handy carrying bag. It's included in the box with each of the tripods. It's got a little strap, throw it over your shoulder, you can carry your bag. Now, one of the things I do want to point out for you is that there's going to be a little Ziploc bag in each of the boxes. I can't tell you how many times people have thrown out the box with the little Ziploc bag. So when you get your tripod, take a look for the little Ziploc. It's got an Allen key and it's got 3 set screws. You will notice on the top of the tripod there are 3 1/4-inch threaded holes. The set screws go up underneath those threaded holes, butt up against your ball head, or if you're using a gimbal head, and it secures the head on so when you're panning it can't swivel loose. Your choice to use them or not use them. If you're switching off and on between a gimbal head and a ball head, you may not want to use them, but it adds a little layer of security for your tripod. Now, each of the tripods comes with a 3/8-16 thread, which accommodates your ball heads, accommodates your gimbal heads, standard size. Next thing you'll notice on this is there's a solid billet aluminum plate. Now, it's not cast, it's billet. Quality through and through. So the one thing I notice about Jobu products, whether it's their gimbal heads, their tripods, is everything is top-notch from an engineering point of view. Next thing you'll notice is that there are leg extenders. So this tripod can actually go from 55 degrees, which is the position we're in now, to 25 degrees at the next notch up. Okay, that extends you out even further to 5 degrees. 5 degrees, you'll notice, takes you virtually flat. Why do we want a tripod that can go virtually flat? Well, if you're a wildlife photographer, you want to be eye level with your subject. So a lot of times you're going to be down on your belly shooting and you want to have a tripod that can absolutely keep you in a flat position. You'll also notice there is no center column on this tripod, also not on the Algonquin tripod. Why don't I like a center column on a tripod? Well, it introduces play. Play introduces vibration, and vibration introduces soft images. As a wildlife photographer, can't tell you how much I want to have a tripod that doesn't have a center column. Next thing you'll notice is the tubing on each. So the top tubing is 36 millimeters on both tripods. They both weigh in at 4.2 pounds. They're the exact same weight. Both have a 25 kilogram load rating. Now, I will tell you that I have seen on the Jobu Design website where the president, Ian, was up on a ladder balancing on one of these tripods, and he's got to be all of, I'm thinking, 180 pounds. So suffice it to say, it will handle the load for you. Next thing you'll notice, both tripods come with foam coverings on the legs to keep your hands warm in the winter, and it gives you a little extra padding so when you throw the tripod up on your shoulder in the summer when you're in your t-shirt, you're not getting sore shoulders as you hike for 3 miles. Next thing is the leg locks. The leg locks are also billet aluminum, quality engineered. These are both a 3-legged design on both tripods. Half a turn will take your tripod legs up and down, so it's a quick release system. Okay? And the last thing you'll notice about the tripod, I'll just hold it up here, is that there is a spiked foot. Okay, that's a billet aluminum spiked foot on the tripod. Okay, and you would use that tip typically in the ice. Now, it does come with a removable cap. Okay, so we will place the cap on when we're using it under normal conditions. Just place that rubber cap on and away you go. So you've got the option for both. So that covers off the similarities between the tripods. Now, what's the difference then really between these two tripods? Well, one thing is, and you'll notice that this is a 3K weave. This one is unidirectional matte. No big deal. That certainly is not a differentiator for why you would want to buy one tripod over the other. Next thing you'll notice is that the grip pattern is a little different on the legs. Again, not a differentiator. A half turn takes them up and down. So what's the real difference? Well, the height. All right. The Killarney tripod, when folded, is 24 inches. When it's fully extended, it's 54 inches. The Algonquin, the longer of the two, is 27 inches when it's folded, and it is 62 inches at its full height. So if you're traveling, you need to be able to stuff it into your luggage. The Killarney may be the better choice at 24 inches. However, and if you're 5'8", sure, this is the tripod for you. Now take yourself 5'8" and over, probably the Algonquin is a better choice. Now, those of you watching the video at home, at least some of you are saying, hey, Captain Obvious, can't I just unscrew the legs a little and drop this tripod down to the same height as the Killarney? Absolutely you can. So if traveling isn't your thing and you can stuff 27 inches into a bag, I would say the Algonquin is probably the better choice for most people, because you can't add length to this tripod. And you will oftentimes be shooting on uneven ground and have to have one leg extended longer than the other. Now, both tripods come with a 5-year warranty, and both are available at coolphotographygear.com. So I hope that answers your questions about what are the differences between the two tripods. And if you have any further questions, feel free to write us. Happy shooting. Enjoy your tripod.